Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Campaigning for assembly elections picks up in Karnataka. Vote from home begins for older persons and persons with disabilities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to virtually address Kashi, Telugu, Sangam, Ganga, Pushkara, Aradhana this evening. Delhi Lieutenant Governor asks Chief Secretary to probe irregularities in Chief Minister's residence renovation and submit report in 15 days. First batch of women officers commissioned into Regiment of Artillery of the Indian Army. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar says India's trade with Latin America approaching $50 billion. And in badminton, Indian duo of Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to take on Chinese Taipei's Yang and Wang, Chilin in the semifinals of the Asia Championships in Dubai this evening. Campaigning for the upcoming Karnataka Assembly elections has picked up as top political leaders from different political parties are conducting public meetings and road shows in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today sought votes for Karnataka to reap the benefits of a double-engine government. Addressing a public rally in Humnabad in Bidar district of Karnataka this morning, senior BJP leader Mr. Modi said, double-engine government means better coordination between centre and state, fast implementation of the projects, better inflow of FDI and better investors' confidence.
भाजपा सरकार की वजह से देश में विदेशी निवेश में रिकॉर्ड बढ़ोतरी हुई है। इसकी वजह से कर्नाटका में भी रिकॉर्ड विदेशी निवेश आया है। कांग्रेस की सरकार में हर साल 30,000 करोड़ रुपए के आसपास विदेशी निवेश कर्नाटका में आता था। बीजेपी की सरकार में अब हर साल करीब 90,000 करोड़ रुपए का विदेशी निवेश कर्नाटका में आ रहा है।
The Prime Minister said there were 60 irrigation projects pending since decades in Karnataka which were completed by the double-engine government. He gave figures to show an increase in the construction of housing, piped water under Har Ghar Nal scheme and production of millets and ethanol benefiting the farmers.
केंद्र सरकार ने अगर हर किसान के लिए 6,000 रुपया भेजे तो यहाँ की भाजपा सरकार ने उसमें 4,000 रुपया और जोड़ दिए, यानी किसानों को और ज्यादा मदद। मुझे खुशी है कि पीएम किसान सम्मान निधि का लाभ कर्नाटका के लगभग 60 लाख किसानों को मिला है।
Mr. Modi accused Congress party of playing negative and appeasement politics. Giving account of abuses hurled by the Congress party, he said till now Congress has abused him 91 times. He charged that the Congress has a history of abusing others, including Baba Saheb Ambedkar and Veer Savarkar. Mr. Modi added that both Congress and the JDS want power and the BJP wants to serve people. The Prime Minister also addressed a public meeting in Vijaypura in Bidar district. He is scheduled to address a rally in Kudachi in Belgavi district and hold a roadshow in Bangalore today. Addressing a public rally in Malvali in Mandya district today, the Congress National President Mallikarjun Kharge sought votes to protect democracy and constitution given by Dr. Ambedkar. He blamed the BJP government for misusing ED and CBI and muting their voice in the parliament. Mr. Kharge said that the poor and deprived will benefit from 5 guarantees given by the Congress. Today, Home Minister Amit Shah held a road show in Madikeri. BJP Chief JP Nadda held a road show in Dharwad. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi addressed an election rally and attended a road show in Kundgol in Dharwad. Later today, she will address a public meeting at Haliyal in Uttar Kannada. Former Prime Minister and Janata Dal Sakula leader H.D. Devagowda, who has started the 11-day-long campaign for his party candidates today, hold public meetings and roadshows in Bangalore rural. Later today, will address public gatherings in the Ramanagara district. Meanwhile, the voting process for senior citizens aged 80 and above and people with disability having opted for home voting through the ballot has commenced. The Election Commission sources said 2,806 are eligible, including 2,404 senior voters in the age group, and 402 physically challenged voters have opted for the facility. This is for the first time that the Election Commission has initiated the initiative to ensure that no one misses voting due to the inability to visit polling stations. Mysuru Deputy Commissioner and District Election Officer K.V. Rajendra said a total of 135 teams comprising 7 members each visited the voters' doorsteps between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to facilitate the voting at their registered addresses. Before the visit, messages are sent to the voters' relatives through booth-level officers. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually address the Kashi, Telugu, Sangam, Ganga, Pushkara, Aradhana to be held in Varanasi today. Rajya Sabha MP GVL Narasimha Rao in a press conference briefed about the program of the Prime Minister. He said a cultural program will be organized in Varanasi from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. today. The Prime Minister will address the event at around 7 this evening. Ganga Pushkaralu commenced on the 22nd of this month and will go on till the 3rd of next month in Varanasi. In the 12-day event, a large number of pilgrims from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are visiting Kashi to offer prayers to the ancestors. This festival is celebrated every 12 years. It is the second event to be organized in Varanasi after the Kashi Tamil Sangamam held recently. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena has directed Chief Secretary Naresh Kumar to immediately take custody of all records related to alleged gross irregularities committed while carrying out the renovation of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's official residence by the Public Works Department. Sources said Mr. Saxena took note of the media reports in this regard. He asked the Chief Secretary to examine the records and submit a factual report within 15 days in the matter. It was reported in the media that around 45 crore rupees were spent on refurbishing the official residence of the Delhi Chief Minister. In Indian Army, for the first time, 5 women cadets got commissioned into the Regiment of Artillery at the Officers Training Academy, OTA, in Chennai today. Out of the total 186 short service commissioned officers, 121 men cadets and 36 women cadets inducted into various arms and services of the Indian Army, while 29 officers are from Bhutan. The passing out ceremony was reviewed by Chief of the Army Staff, Bangladesh Army General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed at the Parameshwaran Parade Ground of OTA. He exhorted the cadets of the passing out courses to always adhere to the core military values of selfless service to the nation and strive for excellence in all the endeavors. It was a proud moment for the officer cadets and the parents, as also the instructors and administrative staff of OTA Chennai, who over the last 1 year of integrated training have seen the transformation of these proud men and women into future leaders of the Indian Army. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 100th episode of the iconic monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and news on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of AIR News, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. Since 3rd of October 2014, Prime Minister Modi has been addressing the citizens of the country through his Mann Ki Baat program on various issues, engaging citizens on issues and ideas of national importance. All India Radio is presenting a vignette of select quotes of the Prime Minister from Mann Ki Baat as the program completes its 100th episode tomorrow. In this 98th episode, let's listen to the excerpts of Mann Ki Baat in which the Prime Minister spoke about Jan Bhagidari.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen. With the program Mann Ki Baat, aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. in the 98th episode of this special program. Let's listen to those excerpts in which the Prime Minister expressed his gratitude to the masses for their participation. Mann Ki Baat is unique in terms of its subject matter, design, interaction, and innovative way of communicating with the people and society as a whole. The Prime Minister reaches a vast spectrum of socio-economically and culturally diverse populace to inspire and energize them. With such a colossal impact, Mann Ki Baat has been termed widely, and rightfully so, as a social revolution and finds a solid base in Jan Bhagidari that significantly strengthens people's belief in democracy and governance. The Prime Minister acknowledged this in all humility in the Mann Ki Baat program broadcast on 26th February 2023.
मन की बात को आप सभी ने जन भागीदारी की अभिव्यक्ति का अद्भुत प्लेटफॉर्म बना दिया है। हर महीने लाखों संदेशों में कितने ही लोगों के मन की बात मुझ तक पहुंचती है। आप अपने मन की शक्ति तो जानते ही हैं, वैसे ही समाज की शक्ति से कैसे देश की शक्ति बढ़ती है, ये हमने मन की बात के अलग अलग एपिसोड में देखा है, समझा है और मैंने अनुभव किया है, स्वीकार भी किया है।
In his Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had mentioned a study on breast cancer treatment and yoga conducted by the Tata Memorial Center TMC. The study was presented at the Breast Cancer Symposium in the United States. All India Radio spoke to Director of TMC, Dr. Rajendra Badwe, about the study.
The study showed that ladies who followed yoga during their treatment had a remarkable improvement in their quality of life, which allowed them to complete their treatment appropriately and resulted in about 15% reduction in number of deaths. Although this did not reach statistical significance because the numbers required for that were more than 1,300. But suffice to say that a sustained improvement up to about 7 years after follow-up of treatment shows remarkably how effective yoga is in improving quality of life.
Union Minister of State for Communications Devu Singh Chauhan has said that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has encouraged the positive strength of countrymen, including of youth and women, through his monthly radio program, Mann Ki Baat. Mr. Chauhan added that in the 9 years of his journey through his Mann Ki Baat program, the Prime Minister has talked about various topics including social and cultural issues.
देश की सृजनात्मक शक्ति को प्रोत्साहित भी किया है और इसी मन की बात के जरिए जिन लोगों ने देश हित में काम किया है उनको प्रोत्साहित भी किया है। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोकतंत्र में इतनी अद्भुत कला किसी और राजनीतिक के पास विश्व में नहीं है जो आज हम मन की बात के जरिए देश अनुभव कर रहा है। सही मायने में पद्म पुरस्कार उन लोगों को मिला है जिसके लिए वो डिजर्व करते हैं और उनको सम्मानित करके समाज जीवन में उन पद्म पुरस्कृत जनता या संस्था या व्यक्तिगत उनकी प्रतिभा को हर बार मन की बात में सराहना करके लोगों को मोटिवेट भी किया है, प्रोत्साहित भी किया है।
External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar has said that Latin America is no longer considered a region too far due to a broadening of India's interest and deeper globalization. The External Affairs Minister said India's trade with Latin America is approaching a volume of $50 billion, which shows strong Indian ties with the region. In Badminton Asia Championship, Indian duo of Satwiksairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty will take on Chinese Taipei's Yang and Wang Chilin in the semifinals this evening. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning for assembly elections picks up in Karnataka. Vote from home begins for older persons and persons with disabilities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to virtually address Kashi, Telugu, Sangam, Ganga, Pushkara, Aradhana this evening. Delhi Lieutenant Governor asked Chief Secretary to probe irregularities in Chief Minister's residence, renovation and submit report in 15 days. First batch of women officers commissioned into Regiment of Artillery of the Indian Army. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar says India's trade with Latin America approaching $50 billion. And in badminton, Indian duo of Satwiksairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to take on Chinese Taipei's Yang and Wang Chilin. And with that, we end the Midday News.